So I already gave you the background of Duro Europus and how it was the first church and how people in the Bible were depicted like that. And I gave you the example of Alexander and the Arab guy and the fact that Jesus went to Egypt to blend in. Cool. Now let's talk about how religion is a scam and the importance of that. So first, I have to point out that Muslims, Christians, and Jews all believe in the same God. They just believe in different prophets. It's called the Abrahamic religions. And this is basically how it happened. So the Torah, what Jewish people believe in, is the Old Testament or the original testaments. And Jesus Christ then came around into the New Testament, which is, to give you a reference, is like the new Coca-Cola. Like, what's the best way to explain it to you? It's like DLC. You know, you'll be 12 when you're watching this. It's like DLC. And which explains why the first ever depiction of Jesus Christ that we have is someone making fun of someone for believing in his religion. Because it was frowned upon. That's not to say Jesus Christ wasn't real. He was a real person. He was a prophet. Just like he's a prophet in all the religions but the Torah. Because the Torah was before Jesus. And in comes Muslims. Muslims believe in all the same prophets as the other two that went before them. They just believe Muhammad was the last prophet. Like David was a prophet and Jesus was a prophet. So when I tell you the Bible is basically a history book of explanations about how God had made destruction, that's what it is. It's literally what the Bible is this explanation about historic events and how they happened. The Great Flood. The Black Sea Delog hypothesis. God took the serpent's limbs and made him crawl on his belly for the rest of his days. Every story about dragons and snakes having their limbs get smaller and smaller till some of them don't even have them anymore other than a python was us hunting them down. That's why there's so much stories of dragons. Now here's the scam part. We in America and in the European nations were based off of the Holy Bible, but the Negro slave Bible, where generations of slaves and masters believed in the Bible that was purposely messed up for control. And that Bible that misled everybody was based off the King James Version, which is a version King James manipulated so people can follow his religion better and easier. Remember, the Ethiopian Bible was the proper Bible in Rome, and is 800 years older than the King James Version. However, look at this, because history repeats itself. So all these religions are based off of the Torah or the Testaments. But the Ten Commandments is a ripoff so people can follow religion easier, which is a ripoff of the 42 laws of Mattah. And they contain the 10 Commandments. But it's easier to follow 10 laws than it is 42. It's easier to follow 65 books rather than 88. But the Abrahamic religions literally mean you believe in one God rather than the traditional multiple. It's a scam.